When you approach her, I wouldn't suggest you approaching her by, "Hi, how are you? What do you do? How many brothers do you have? How many sisters do you have?" You have to make your personality interesting by being current on current events. Know a little bit about everything. Have good conversational skills. One thing that I did when I went out on a date with a woman was go to a drugstore, pick up any gossip magazine, and just read the headlines. You'll be amazed at all the information you'll gather just from that. All this you can use for your conversation. Don't be afraid to tease her. Don't be afraid to find something negative about her, of course in a funny way. Don't be a jerk about it, just in a funny way. Why, you might ask? Because when you do that, she knows that you're a real man and you're not afraid of losing her. And somehow, a woman becomes more interested in you that way. Believe it or not, you don't talk to the woman. That's disrespectful to the men. You might get your ass kicked. What you do is talk to the men. When you talk to the men, then find out. Then ask them, "Oh, who's going out with who?" Or are you guys cousins, brothers? And they'll tell you. That's when you find out who's single and talk to the one that's single. We're going out to meet a man because they're women. They're not like men. Men, of course, we don't care. We say, "Yeah, I'm going out to meet a woman." Let me tell you this. If a woman wants to hang out with her friends, they can hang out in their freaking bedroom. They can have tea at home. They can go out to a restaurant, not a club or a lounge. If they're going out to a lounge, they want to be noticed. I guarantee you 100%. When I do approach the group, I always talk to the woman that I'm not interested in. Why? Because if you talk to the woman that you're interested in, the other one is going to get jealous and block you. But if you talk to the one that you're not interested in first, then when the other one gets jealous, you can make a whole conversation of it. Another thing I'm going to tell you, don't ever be desperate or needy. I don't care who you're talking to. I don't care if you're talking to a supermodel. Talk to her like you talk to your little niece. You always need leadership qualities. Women are very attracted to leadership qualities. You always have to have excellence in your life. You always have to be striving for something better. Of course, I'm not saying that you have to be a millionaire or a business owner, but you always have to strive for better. Confidence, that's very important. Whenever you talk to somebody, men or women, talk with confidence. Talk like you know what you're talking about. Even if you're giving the biggest bullshit, which I don't suggest. You have to be fun. When you approach a group of women in a club or wherever you're approaching, you have to approach them with such energy that's even higher than the energy that they are having. If you approach them with lower energy, you bring them down. They're not interested in you. When you approach a woman, you have to have a certain look. Again, you don't have to be born an Adonis, but just the way you're dressed, presentable, the way you sound when you talk to her. You have to talk with a nice, smooth voice. When you do approach a woman, don't ask for her number right away. She's not going to give it to you. And even if she does, she'll put your name in her phone. You know why? Just so she knows when you call not to answer. You have to get to know her. You have to show her that you're actually interested in her. Talk to her for about 20 minutes. A lot of guys think, what do I talk to her? What do I say? Can I carry on a conversation for 20 minutes? Actually, yeah, you'll be surprised. Things start coming out of your mouth. Things start coming out of her mouth. One thing leads to another. Actually, you'll be surprised that she'll even talk more than you. Sometimes you don't even have to say a word. You'll be just sitting, listening, nodding your head. Make sure you take everything in. You have to listen to every single detail. She wants to know that you are actually listening, not nodding your head. The last thing you do before you leave is get her number. Let her know that you're running late, so you won't seem like you're rude. I'm running late. Give me your number or email, whichever you choose. When you do get her number, the 3-day rule, throw it out the window. It doesn't work. Either text her right away so she remembers you, or call her the next day. I'm in favor of same-day dates. Or, what's even better, you can even take her out to coffee the same day you meet her. You tell her, "Okay, listen, I have a few minutes, let's go have a coffee." When you do call her, what I would suggest is, don't invite her out to dinners or movie or anything that's long. You don't know if you might like her, she might like you, she might not like her, she might not like you, you don't know. Ask her out for a coffee. That way you're not putting pressure on her, you're not putting pressure on yourself. When you do go out for that coffee, and you find that things are going well, you don't have to take her to anywhere fancy. You don't want to show her that you're trying to impress her. Take her somewhere average. Show her that you're actually hungry and you do want to grab a bite to eat. When you approach a woman, or when you're out on a date with her, or at any time, always show her that you really have nothing to lose. You're really not afraid of losing her. Like I said, neediness is not attractive to a woman. She likes a real man. Show her that if it doesn't happen, no big deal. Show her that, yeah, I'm a catch, and with me you're gonna have a lot of fun. Show her that she's going to have to prove herself to you. Now here's the kicker. These things, you can't pretend. You actually have to be that man. And why? Because women can read body language. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, women can read you. In fact, women are always 20 steps ahead of a man. And never be explicit, always imply. Don't be afraid to be judgmental. Don't accept second-class behavior. This is very important. Make her feel safe. What that means, for example, when be a gentleman. Open the door for her. When you're walking with her on the sidewalk, always walk on the outside of the sidewalk. You have to have strong eye contact. You have to have good posture. Now this is very important. Women test men. And they're going to test you for the rest of your life. Whether she's your girlfriend, whether you just met her, they're always going to test you. She's probably going to cancel a date on you at the last second. She's probably going to challenge you in front of people. She's going to play a few games here and there. How do you react to that? Nonchalant, like it's not very important. If she cancels a date, what do? You punish her. How do you punish her? Cancel 2 dates. This is very important as well. You have to make decisions. When you go out with a woman, you make the decision on where you're going to go out. If she tells you she wants to go somewhere else, that's fine. You can go somewhere else with her. But initially, you have to have the plan. You can't be boring. You can't be predictable. Always call her bluff. What does that mean? That means don't be afraid to lose her. And why is that important? Because women are just not interested in wimpy men. They're more interested in somebody that doesn't take their crap. Alright, I think this is enough material for this video. I'll be making other videos with more details, and don't worry, they're all going to be on YouTube and they're all going to be for free. You don't have to pay for anything. If one day I decide to write a book, then be it. But for now, you can have all my material for free. Thanks a lot, and I hope you enjoyed it.